Hello and welcome to the first channel update video. So I've been releasing now the educational videos for about 2.5 to 3 months. And first thing I want to say is thank you to folks. Thank you for everyone who's commented, for folks who've asked questions, and just in general, thank you for all of the support. I really do appreciate it. And one of the things that I want to be talking about now is where I'm wanting to head in the future with the channel. Because one of the things that I want to now do is I want to start grouping the videos a little bit more based upon themes. So early on, my focus was on covering a fairly wide range of topics and diving in to build up a fairly broad base of things there that is going to be useful to people. And so now what I want to do is start grouping things and focusing them into particular areas. And so I'm looking at calling these tours. And the idea behind this would be, for example, I would do a pathfinding tour. So with that, there would be a video talking about, okay, how do we generate the data that we use for pathfinding? Then another one looking at how do we actually build the pathfinding algorithms for that and test those. Then diving deeper and looking at, okay, well, what are some simple ways we can optimize that? And then also looking at, well, what are some really sophisticated ways that we can optimize this? So the topic area will still have elements that cover stuff from whether you're a beginner at that topic or whether you're already experienced with it and want to know more about sort of some specific areas. It's still going to cover those range of things. So the idea is that they're a tour, but they're kind of a hop-on, hop-off tour depending upon the particular area you're interested in. So a tour will be anywhere, I'd say, typically from 3 to 6 videos. I'm not expecting at this stage any tours to be longer than the 6 videos. And so one of the things that I want to do though is I want to get some feedback from folks on how you would like those tours to be delivered. So I've set up a survey and there's a couple of questions that I'm asking there in terms of if you've got any suggestions for areas you'd like me to talk about, if you've got any general sort of comments or feedback. And the key thing I've also got in there is a particular question in terms of how you want those tours delivered. And so there's 2 main ways that I'm looking at delivering those tours. So the first option is all of the videos for a tour, so that'll be between 3 to 6 videos, all of those get released in one go on the same day at the same time. Now with that, what I'm expecting is there'd be a bit of a gap then before the next tour is delivered. And my gut feel is that's going to be around a 1 to 2 week gap. In an extreme case of if it was a really detailed tour, there might be a 3-week gap, but my general feel is it's going to be around 1 to 2 weeks for the gap between those. The other alternative that I'm looking at is still continuing to release videos continually. So the content for a tour doesn't come out in one go, it comes out across 1 to 2 week period. And with that, there would be, in some cases, a week gap, maybe in extreme cases, a 2-week gap before the next set of videos kick off. So in either case, it's going to be a similar amount of content delivering during a month. I'm looking at there being 2 to 3 tours in a month being delivered. And in those weeks where there is not a tour video being released or a component of a tour video being released, what I'm wanting to do in those is start gathering questions from all of you and answering those questions. So particular areas that you might have a quick question about sort of game development, then it might be on the programming side, that might be about a specific element of stuff like AI or gameplay, or it might be about design of games or about stuff that I've done on particular games, how I might have approached something. So any of those sort of questions, those are ones that I'll be gathering and answering during those weeks. So that'll be a chance for me to still be getting there and helping out and assisting, which is something I really want to be able to be doing. And that will be stuff I'll be doing alongside preparing things for that next tour. So I would really appreciate folks' feedback on this, on what you would prefer. And I've put a link in the description below to the survey. I've also put a link to the survey on the screen. And just for good measure, I've also put in a QR code there, which if you scan that, your phone will take you to the survey as well. The survey is anonymous and would really value input that folks have got there. If you've got any questions at all, then please chuck them in in either that form, or if you want to put them in a comment below, that would also be great. And in terms of when these tours are going to be kicking off, so the switchover point is going to happen around the beginning of November. So patrons will see that in early November, and then everyone else will see that more towards sort of mid-late November. But that's what I'm looking at plan-wise for that, and I'm really excited to be diving into it. I've been busily planning out a bunch of tours, and because I really like having the confidence of a plan going fairly far forward, I've planned out tours up to and including the end of March. So there's a lot of ones planned. There's a lot of cool stuff that I'm really looking forward to diving into. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Bye.